So, last class we studied different test signals, then error constants, what is the difference between type and order, then step response of first order system. Up to that studied. So, continuation of that ramp response of first order system. So, any first order system, how we express? So, 1 by S tau, it is a unity feedback system, and C of S. So, what is C by R here? 1 by 1 plus S tau. For any unity feedback system, the overall transfer function is this. So, and what is GH here? 1 by S tau. So, what is the order? First order. Okay. So, ramp response of first order system. This is first order. And when input is ramp, so how to find this response? So that's the meaning. So therefore, C of S is equal to this R of S will come here. What is Laplace of ramp? 1 by S square. So C of S is 1 by S square into 1 by 1 plus S tau. This is equal to, using partial fractions, A by S plus B by S square plus C by 1 plus S tau. Then how to find B? This S square cancel. This value at S equal to 0. So that is 1. Then C value, this cancel. S equal to 1 by S square at S equal to minus 1 by tau. So you will get to tau square. That is C value. But A you can't do like that. So this is equal to, if I take LCM, 1 is equal to A into S into 1 plus S tau, B into 1 plus S tau plus CS square. Take LCM and simplify. So you get this. Now if you compare the S square coefficient, what is S square coefficient? Left side 0. Here S square coefficient is A tau. And here S square coefficient not there, then C. So from this, A tau equal to minus C. So minus tau square. 1 tau cancel, A equal to minus tau. A equal to minus tau. So therefore, C of S equal to minus tau by S, B is 1. So 1 by S square and C is tau square by 1 plus S tau. So We can also write like this: minus tau by s plus 1 by s square tau by s plus 1 by tau. So tau I am taking common, like that it will come. So we are looking for C of t. So what is inverse of this? Minus tau. This whole subject is based on Laplace transform. I have done one video on Laplace transform. That is, I think, lecture number 52. Refer that, refresh. Those formulas are useful. So minus tau plus 1 by s square is t plus tau e power minus t by tau. So this is C of t, response. This response we have to draw the plot. How the plot of this? Input is a ramp. This is input. At t equal to 0, this is plus tau minus tau cancel. T equal to 0, so everything is 0. It starts with 0. At t equal to infinite, this is 0. This is infinite, so everything is infinite. So again it will go to infinite, but it will not increase like a straight line, increase exponentially. So it will go like this. Later it will follow like this. These two will not coincide, and this gap, this vertical gap is a steady state error. Steady state error. So this is the plot of C of t. This is R of t. This is C of t. This gap is steady state error. So how much is this value? Let us find out. This is steady state error, ESS. So this error is nothing but this minus this. So E of t error signal is input R of t minus this, but this is nothing but C of t. C of t. So R of t is a ramp, that is t, then C of t is this. So if you simplify this minus na cancel, minus tau this cancel, so operate here, and tau is common, 1 minus e power minus t by tau. This is E of t. How error is changing with time is given by this. But we are looking for steady state error. is nothing but limit t tends to infinite e of t. So when t tends to infinite, this is 0. So you will get what? Only tau. So steady state error is tau. So what is this gap now? Is tau. Graphically we got tau. Let us prove mathematically using formula. What is the formula? Steady state error is equal to 1 by kV. We are using kV because input is ramp. But what is kV? Limit s tends to 0, s into g of s, h of s, 1 by s tau. So it is simply 1 by tau. If kV is 1 by tau, it will become tau. So using formula also we got same tau. From the basic principles also we got tau. This tau graphically I am showing like this. So this is how we analyze ramp response of first order system. So step and ramp of first order over. Next step response of second order we study. Ramp response of second order we don't study because ramp itself 1 by s square, second order is s square, s power 4. It takes lot of time, that is not there in the syllabus. So next is step response of second order system. Second order system. So any second order C by R is omega n square by s square plus 2 delta omega ns plus omega n square. This is the standard form of writing any second order. So why it is a second order? Same thing. So this must be a second order for a unity feedback. So 1 by s plus 2 delta omega n. So simplify omega n square by s into s plus 2 delta omega n g of s by 1 plus omega n square by into 1. So this is nothing but omega n square by this cancel, s square plus 2 delta omega ns plus omega n square. So what is gh is this? This is g of s. G of s and h of s is also same. So what is the gh now? Gh looks like omega n square by s into s plus 2 delta omega n. So what is the s power? Maximum power of s is the order, na? Therefore, this is a second order system. So, order is always defined on loop gain. So, second order system. Because previous class we defined type and order on GH. So, that is the second order standard form. So, C by R looks like this. What is delta? Is damping ratio. Damping ratio. Omega n is undamped natural frequency. Natural frequency. Undamped natural frequency. So, we do lot of work on second order system in terms of damping ratio, in terms of omega n. So, whole topic will go around this. And networks we studied RLC. Na? So, a series RLC circuit or parallel RLC circuit, we have written time domain equation. After applying Laplace transform, again looks like a second order, then case 1, case 2, case 3. This is what we analyzed in transient analysis. So, what is there internally background is such kind of network. That network transfer function looks like this. So, we work on the transfer function. Now, we want to C of S. So, R of S. What is R of S here? Step. So, 1 by S into omega n square by S square plus 2 delta omega ns plus omega n square. This is equal to A by S plus Bs plus C by S square plus 2 delta omega ns plus omega n square. So, there is a big derivation. We have to find ABC. So, it is omega n square equal to A into S square plus 2 delta plus omega n square plus S into Bs plus C. Now, S equal to 0. Put S equal to 0. 0, 0 cancel. A omega n square. This is anyway 0. That means what? Omega n square equal to A into omega n square. So, what is A value? 1. A is 1. Next, compare the coefficients. S square coefficients, let us compare. Left side 0. Here A plus here S square coefficient B. So, when A plus B equal to 0, what is B value? Minus 1. B equal to minus 1. Next compare S power 1. Left side anyway 0. 2 delta A 2 delta omega n S coefficient. Here S coefficient is C. A is anyway 1. So, C is equal to what? Minus 2 delta omega n. So, we got ABC values. Therefore, this is equal to 1 by s minus of s plus 2 delta omega n by s square plus 2 delta omega n s plus omega n square. Because b is minus 1, c also minus. So that minus I put it here. Now s plus 2 delta omega n by denominator. Now further c of s we can write like this, 1 by s minus s plus delta omega n minus delta omega n by s plus delta omega n square. So when I expand, s square will come 2ab term, 2 delta omega n s. So 2ab term, a square term, 2ab term. Now b square should be omega n square. That means what is the b square term here? Delta square omega n square. For what value of this? We should get omega n square, because end answer should be same. So what is x from this? Omega n square minus delta square omega n square. This is nothing but omega n 1 minus delta square so root of here so when I apply root, this is square. So omega n square and root square means 1 minus delta square. So this is the x value. So if we expand this and add this, you will get what? That only. Basically 2 delta omega n, because of delta omega n, so s plus delta omega n, one more is there now. So that is minus delta omega n by s plus delta omega n square plus omega n root of 1 minus delta square. So inverse of this we have to find. To find inverse, we should know these properties. E power minus at cos bt. What is Laplace of this? S plus b by s plus b by s plus a by s plus a square plus b square. Laplace of this is this. What is Laplace of sin bt? Here b by s plus a whole square plus b square. So using these formulas, you have to find c of t. So C of t is equal to 1 by S inverse is U of t, that is 1, minus e power minus delta omega n t, this A term. So what is A term here? Delta omega. So e power minus delta omega n t cos beta. Beta is cos b. B is omega n root of 1 minus delta square. Just b. T. So L inverse of this is this. Next, L inverse of this. L inverse of this. But numerator only b. What is b here? Omega n root of 1 minus delta square. So what you do is root of 1 minus delta square extra multiply, then divide with root of 1 minus delta square. So therefore minus delta by root of 1 minus delta square. This is b by like this. So e power minus delta omega n t sin omega n root of 1 minus delta square t. So further we have to simplify. So C of t is equal to 1 minus e power minus delta omega n t by delta by root of 1 minus delta square sin omega n root of 1 minus delta square t plus cos omega n root of 1 minus delta square t. So minus minus here, this term and this term. Now further we have to simplify. Sin A cos B plus cos A sin B. If it is like some constant P, sin A plus B is equal to P sin A cos B plus P cos A sin B. If you compare P sin A cos B, so what is P cos B? P cos B is this. What is P sin B? Cos A coefficient is 1, is 1. So if I divide P cancel, sin b by cos b. So that is tan b. This by this by this. So you will get root of 1 minus delta square by delta. So b is what? Tan inverse root of 1 minus delta square by delta. That is b. Then how to find p? P square cos square b, p square sin square b. So what is the square of this? Delta square by 1 minus delta square, other is 1. So it is equal to 1 by 1 minus delta square. And if you take p common, cos square b sin square b is 1. So what is p? 1 by root of 1 minus delta square. So therefore C of t is equal to 1 minus e power minus delta omega n t p na. So that p is root of 1 minus delta square and sin a plus b. Sin a plus b. So a is omega n root of 1 minus delta square t plus b. b is what? Tan inverse root of 1 minus delta square by delta. So this is answer. So we derived the step response of second order system. The short form of this is this: 1 minus e power minus delta omega n t by root of 1 minus delta square sin omega dt. What is omega d? Is omega n root of 1 minus delta square. So this is a damped frequency. Omega n is undamped frequency. So this everything replaced with omega dt plus, if this is b, what is tan b we got? This is 1 minus delta square, this is delta. Tan b is opposite by adjacent. Then if you find this root of this square plus this square, you will get 1. Then what is cos b here? Cos b is this by this na, delta. So what is b? Cos inverse delta. This b later we call it as theta. So sin omega dt plus theta, this theta is what? Cos inverse delta. Cos inverse delta. Cos inverse delta is equal to tan inverse this by this. Trigonometry concept, both are equal. So always remember this form. So this you have to remember by heart. 1 minus e power minus delta omega n t by root of 1 minus delta square sin omega dt plus cos inverse delta, or plus theta, theta is cos inverse delta. So how the plot of this? This is the input step we are applying. C of t we have to plot. So this is rising exponentially, but sine function also there. So it will go like this. And this gap is steady state error. Second order, this will be 0, just for purposefully I am showing. So it will go to peak value, again negative peak, positive peak, like that. Why it is like this? Because of sine function. And these peaks are reducing exponentially because e power minus na. As t increases, this value will be decreasing. So peaks are decreasing, and t equal to infinite, this whole part 0, what you get? 1. So these are the peaks. If I join, it will reduce exponentially. These are the negative peaks. So at what time it is going to maximum? This gap is called as a TP. Time taken to reach peak value, that is TP. And this is called as maximum overshoot. Maximum overshoot. We call it as overshoot, undershoot, overshoot, undershoot. Then time taken to reach this 100% of final value. 100% of final value is called as rise time. Is called as rise time. So 0 to 100. 0 to 100. 0 to 100 if it is a under damping. If it is over damping, 10% to 90%. 10% to 90% is also rise time. If there is no overshoots, undershoot. If it is going like this, that is called as a over damping. Under damping, time taken to reach this value, that is rise time. Then delay time. Delay time. This is delay time. Time taken to reach 50%. Time taken to reach 50% of final value is delay time. Time taken to reach 100% of final value is rise time. Time taken to reach peak value is called as a peak time. Then this is a settling time. TS is a settling time. So time taken to decrease and stay within 5% or 2% above or below the final value. Time taken to decrease, these peaks decrease and stay within 5% or 2% above or below the final value is called as settling time. If it is 5% above, 1.05. If it is 5% below, 0.95. So one book they take 5%, another book they take 2%. Either way anything is alright. So that is called as a settling time. What is TP? Peak time, rise time, delay time, maximum overshoot, settling time. So this is steady state error. Now we have to derive formulas: peak time, rise time, delay time, settling time. All these formulas we have to derive. So this graph is important. These definitions important. This is the plot of this equation. Okay, so mathematically we have to derive a formula at what time it will reach maximum value. So how do you get this peak time? For maximum or minimum, this differentiation should be 0. So by differentiating this equated to 0, we find the value of peak time. Then what is this peak value? C of t, simplify vector t equal to Tp. Anyway, let us do it. And also these peaks, this point is 1 plus 1 by root of 1 minus delta square. Because at t equal to 0, this is 1, this is 1. So higher side positive peaks, 1 plus 1 by this is this point. Then this point is 1 minus 1 by root of 1 minus delta square. So all negative values. 1 minus, this is 1 plus. Okay, so all of you copy this. Now I will remove, otherwise space is not sufficient. But everything keeping this only, I will do a lot of work, but remember this. So but I am removing, I can't keep this, and again I don't have any extra space. So to find Tp, we have to differentiate dCt by dt equal to 0. For maximum or minimum, 0. So derivative of 1 is anyway 0, minus 1 by root of 1 minus delta square u into v method, e power minus delta omega n t, derivative of this. So cos omega dt plus theta plus omega d. Okay, derivative of sin is cos, you get omega d plus sin omega dt plus theta, then e power minus delta omega n t minus delta omega n. So this term common. So it is e power by root of 1 minus delta square. So this minus, that minus is plus. So delta omega n sin omega dt plus theta plus omega d cos omega dt plus theta. Omega d is what? Omega n root of 1 minus delta square. So this omega n I can remove. This omega n I can write outside. So what is remaining? Equal to 0. So once again sin A cos B, this is minus. Sin A cos B minus cos A sin B is equal to P sin A minus B. So this is like P sin A cos B minus P cos A sin B. So if I compare P cos B equal to delta, then P sin B equal to root of 1 minus delta square. So what is tan B? Root of 1 minus delta square by delta. And you will get P equal to 1. No. P equal to this square plus this square. P square sin square B, P square cos square B, delta square plus 1 minus delta square. So we will get 1. So P is 1. So finally what is the answer? So P is anyway 1, you will get sin A omega dt plus theta minus B. B is again tan inverse same thing na. So theta equal to 0. This cancel. For what value of this it will be 0? If omega dt equal to n pi. If omega dt is equal to n pi, then sin of that becomes 0 for any value of n. Okay. So here B is tan inverse same thing na. This theta also tan inverse same. So both will cancel. So what is Tp? Tp is equal to pi by omega n root of 1 minus delta square. This is the answer. Why n equal to 1? First peak n equal to 1. So n equal to 1, 3, 5 overshoots. N equal to 2, 4, 6 undershoots. So first overshoot na n equal to 1. If they are asking second overshoot, 3 pi by this you have to take it. So at this time it is maximum. But what is that maximum value? C of t at t equal to Tp. 1 minus e power minus delta omega n. What is t is? So this cancel. So omega n cancel, 1 minus e power minus pi delta by root of 1 minus delta square by root of 1 minus delta square sin pi plus theta. Sin pi plus theta is cos theta. So what is cos theta? Cos theta is again, sin pi plus theta is sin theta. So what is sin theta value? Is delta root of 1 minus delta square. So what is sin theta? Root of 1 minus delta square by 1. So this is again root of 1 minus, this cancel. Sin pi plus theta is minus. So that minus become plus. This is C of t. So at this time it will go to peak. But what is maximum overshoot is we have to subtract 1. So C maximum overshoot is, after removing this, e power minus pi delta by root of 1 minus delta square. That's all. This is maximum overshoot. So maximum overshoot formula done, peak time formula also done. These two formulas derived. Next, rise time. So rise time is time taken to reach 100% means 1. So this one cancel. So when this can be 0, sin omega dt plus theta equal to 0. So plus theta equal to pi. So what is TR now? Pi minus theta by omega d. This is the rise time. So if this is equal to pi, it will be 0, and this is equal to, means this t is TR. So rise time is this. That is rise time. There is a delay time. The delay time is equated to 50%, 0.5. So you can't solve that. There is an approximation formula. Approximately 1 plus 0.7 delta by omega n. So this formula, approximation formula, that curve is approximated to straight line is expressed in terms of equation, from that you solve. So that derivation is not so important, but remember this. This TD is the delay time. Next to settling time. Last one is settling time. So those exponential should reach to 1 plus e power minus delta omega n Ts by equal to 1.05. That graph, those dotted lines I have shown na, 1 plus e power minus delta omega n Ts, because it is equated to 5% above. Now when 1 cancel, 0.05, then apply natural logarithm. So we will get minus delta omega n Ts is equal to ln 0.05 root of 1 minus delta square. This is plus, this is minus. This value ranging from minus 3.1 to minus 3.3 if delta between 0.69 and 0. So we can do approximation. Approximately 3.2 by delta omega n. So only this value negative, 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 positive. So Ts equal to 3.1 to 3.3. In between is 3.2 by delta omega n. Use this approximation formula under this condition. So this is what settling time formula. So we derived peak time, rise time, then delay time, settling time, maximum overshoot. So I think I'll stop now. I'll continue next class. So we have done step response of second order system, the derivation we plotted and derived all the formulas. So this derivation is important. You have to remember the formulas, then only we can solve the problems. Thank you.